We're going to get to your questions in just a moment on today's Chiefs Rumors mailbag, but help us out. We're trying to get to 31,000 subs before the preseason opener on Saturday against the Chicago Bears. So hit that subscribe button. Help us get there. We're less than 200 subs away. We are knocking on the door. 187 away. Spread the word. Show your friends. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Be like, hey, this guy does daily Chiefs content, trying to get to 31,000 subs. I would greatly appreciate it. So go ahead and subscribe right now. You're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Thanks for tuning in and watching today's show. And thanks for everyone who's about to submit their questions. Use hashtag Chiefs, or you can super chat. Ice. Still not falling for it. You saw the Raiders play in the Hall of Fame game. How do you feel about the Chiefs' chances against the Raiders? Well, sure, the Raiders look good, but mostly backups, right? But I do think there are things you can take away from preseason games, even with backups. Schematic things, obviously a new coaching staff with Josh McDaniels. They did play Josh Jacobs a decent amount. He looked fresh. I think that offensive line has question marks in Vegas. Hopefully the Chiefs front is able to get some pressure. Still not worried about the Raiders, but they should be a solid team. I mean, Devontae Adams gives them a real alpha male number one receiver. They got Waller, Renfro, Jacobs. Carr isn't great, but he's a good NFL quarterback. So, yeah, it's a divisional game. They're going to be dangerous. There's no doubt about it. Braden Perez, do you think Rojo may lose his spot to Pacheco? You know, we hear more about Isaiah Pacheco than Ronald Jones in camp, which is pretty fascinating because I think when they signed Ronald Jones, it was almost as, hey, if Clyde doesn't work out, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you're going to be our guy. Haven't heard much about Rojo so far. Doesn't mean he hasn't looked good. I think running backs at camp kind of can look differently than receivers because you throw more in camp because there's less contact. So take it with a grain of salt, but I'll say this. There's real competition there, and Pacheco, he's come to play, that's for sure. Parker with a question. If Patrick Mahomes balls out without Tyreek Hill, will he win MVP this year? This is a good question. If Mahomes has the best or close to the best year of his career and it's without Tyreek Hill, that does a couple of things. One, it ends any doubt that Mahomes is the real deal. I don't know why there's any of that to begin with, but some people out there are like, well, Tyreek Hill's not there. He's going to fall apart. And two, if he does that, it's twofold. They're going to be like, oh, wow, yeah, he is the real deal, and he is the most valuable player in the National Football League. So, yeah, say he throws for close to 5,000 yards, 40-plus touchdowns, and less than 10 picks without the cheetah, that's going to be a pretty good little bullet point on his resume. Will Patrick Mahomes win MVP this year? We'll flip that question around and ask you. Type Y for yes, type in for no. Prediction time here on the Chiefs Report. Will Patrick Mahomes win NFL MVP this year? Give me a Y for yes, or you can give me an N for no. Use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat. Get those questions in so we can get to as many as possible. Mr. Sheolin Tiger, Super Bowl bound. I hope so, man. There's no reason why this team can't. Now, as we've documented a lot this offseason, the AFC is a beast. I mean, Buffalo is only going to keep getting better. We'll see what happens with Cleveland and Deshaun Watson, but if he's allowed to play, they're going to be a dangerous team. Baltimore, Cincinnati, the defending AFC champs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, all in the division are going to be tough. I think Miami could be a good team. The Patriots aren't going to be a slouch. I mean, the AFC, guys, the Colts, it is loaded. It is a loaded conference. There's going to be no weeks off, that's for sure. Ice time, which rookie are you most excited about, and who will have the biggest impact? Oh, that's a good question. While I think about it, you guys should answer as well. I'll ask you. I already had this question queued up for later. Which rookie are you most excited for? Probably Trent McDuffie, but Sky Moore is close. Those are definitely the two. But this Pacheco kid, you keep hearing stuff about him. He could be a fun player. Josh Williams, Jalen Watson, some later round picks that could be exciting. So it sounds like Brett Veach did a pretty good job. Sounds like this rookie draft class could be really good. Mike Marshall, should we go after OBJ? I'm definitely not saying no. It sounds like he's going to wait until the regular season, see where teams are at for once he's fully healthy, because he's not 100% right now. If he gets 100% and the Chiefs are in contention and they could use another weapon, absolutely. I would absolutely sign Odell Beckham Jr. up and get him on this team, because I think he would only help down the stretch of the season. Almighty Goat, will Trent McDuffie play in the preseason? I fully expect him to. He should. He's a rookie. Doesn't matter where you were drafted as a rookie. First round, fifth round, you should play in the preseason. You got to get those live reps. So I think the answer is going to be yes, no doubt about it. All right, Chiefs fans, we got a deal for you. Our T-shirt combo is back, as you can get both of these shirts for 40% off at chatsports.com/Chiefs combo. You get a two-shirt combo for just $29.99 right now. Normally it is $50. Pick this up today. Represent the Chiefs all season long at chatsports.com/Chiefs combo. Link in the comments and in the description of this video. Eric Binion, should the Chiefs trade for Kareem Hunt? If so, what would it take? It's a good question. Would I do it? Probably not. And to be honest, I don't think the Chiefs would either. They kicked him off the team for that video surfacing between him and his girlfriend. Kind of would feel weird to go back on that now. I don't think that's going to happen. Cam Little, should the Chiefs play their starters in the preseason? Absolutely. Absolutely, they should. You guys just asked with McDuffie. It's a fair question to ask, should Patrick Mahomes play at all in the preseason? But I like getting guys some reps. I mean, I just think it's important to get some of that rust knocked off in the preseason. Not saying play them a lot, but playing them a little bit, I think it could make some sense. I don't mind playing starters some. So I would expect them to, and I think they should, to be quite frank. Would you play starters here in the preseason? You're in charge, because a lot of coaches don't these days. Andy Reid does. He's old school, but would you? Type P for play, type W for wouldn't. You would not. Obviously, the risk is you play a starter and he gets hurt, but you're at risk of getting hurt every time you lace it up at practice too. So P for play or W for would not. Couple more here. Wendigo, who gets the starting right tackle position while Niang is out? If I had to guess, Andrew Wiley. Darian Kennard, the rookie, has been a bit up and down during camp. I don't think he's ready, so I'd probably go Andrew Wiley. Is got a good chance of being the week one starting right tackle, but we'll see. I would opt with that experience, but there are a few other options. You could go Roderick Johnson as well, but I would lean on Wiley. PS4, which unit should we worry about more, wide receiver or corner? I don't know if worry is the right part. I guess corner. Obviously wide receiver has some question marks, but I still think you have enough good players there that you're going to be fine. Corner, I like the talent, but Rashad Fenton is still hurt. McDuffie's a rookie, so I guess I would lean cornerback there. Chief KT, I hope Hardman leaves because Chiefs Kingdom be too disrespectful. I don't feel like I've been disrespectful. I think McCole Hardman's been a good player, but not great. I don't think he's taken that next step to be special. Maybe he's just not a special player, and that's okay, but I think he's valuable to have, and I would like to bring him back for the right price, but he's not a player you overpay. He's not a number one receiver, and that's okay. But I don't think it's crazy to say we were all hoping for a little bit more either. We'll see if it happens this year. Laura Ortiz, what about DJ Moore trade? He is statistically around the same as Terry McLaurin. DJ Moore's fantastic. He's a great player, but Carolina's trying to win now. Matt Rule's on the hot seat. They just traded for Baker Mayfield. I do not expect them to trade DJ Moore at all, but let's be clear. He would absolutely feast in this Chiefs offense. Appreciate you guys for submitting your questions on today's Chiefs Report. Hit that sub button here on the channel for more Chiefs news, rumors, training camp updates, and preseason coverage. We won't disappoint you, I promise you on that. So hit that sub button right now.